Welcome to Ag Shorts. I'm Kalen. With me is my father, Brandon. Today, we're going to talk about how can people help with those in ag. We've had a lot of people reach out to us in the comments. Actually, believe it or not, a couple in the emails and personal message or direct message in Instagram, Facebook, whatnot. And they ask, how can we help you? Because they've seen some of the issues we've faced over the last 6 months with the cattle markets. So I'm going to propose that question to Dad. How can outsiders help without providing monetary support? Without providing us cash, without providing us checks, anything like that? How can they help us, the ranchers and the farmers, without sending us the good old dough or the green bills or anything like that?
Well, just to be clear, I don't want people
Right.
giving us charity.
I
That,
agree.
you know, I mean, we help other people. That's not the other way around. We
It's
don't
not
need
even
to
that.
don't
We
need to
don't we
have
don't
that.
just help, we feed other people. That's
Well,
the point.
but I mean, yeah, but I mean, we're, two different issues there, but um the best thing you can do, and I used to say just eat beef.
Yeah.
Eat more beef, eat more chicken, eat more some of the meats, the lamb. I mean, and we don't consume a lot of lamb. That's just not what we do, but um I'm not opposed to it at all.
Yeah.
I
I
like
believe it or
wool.
not, excuse me, I eat a lot more pork than I do
Yeah.
lamb or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. We're pork consumers without being producers.
Right.
And so the most important thing I think you can do is not just eat those things, but eat them locally.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
If you can find somebody that will, sell you a half a beef or quarter beef or full beef, by all means, that is going to be the best thing. We started doing that. We've had people ask for years, would you sell me a beef? And I can, yes, but it takes a while to get spooled up to do that. It's, that's a year process sometimes, depending on, or a year and a half, depending on how early you ask or how late you
Right.
asked. So we kind of are forming our own niche where we're producing for people, but we're producing so that they can afford it locally too. Because local affording of a large quantity of meat is not that cheap. It'd be cheaper overall, but not in the short term.
Right.
You're going to put out, we try to make it so we can sell an animal and you get somewhere in the neighborhood of, 400 pounds of meat, essentially, or call it a 650 pound carcass weight, and cut and wrapped everything for about $2,500 for a whole animal. That's a lot of money. But when you sit down and think about what that would cost you to purchase over the counter, you can easily double that cost. So
Right.
buy local from people, and take 3, 4 of you together, 6 of you, pool your money and buy local, buy a steer or even a heifer. And again, we do that, make a smaller carcass so that it doesn't cost the individual that much more. If we did we're doing say a 11 or 1,050 under 1,100 pounder versus a 1,400 pounder, saving you $1,000.
Right.
That's a big savings, but that's the way we can produce something and still have a good share of meat that's really good. It's premium meat, well done, well finished, tender, marbled, tasty, and still be able to afford that, where you're looking at about $3.99 a pound instead of go price a rib or a T-bone somewhere and see what that price comes up to. $3.99 a pound is basically burger cost right now for people.
Right. No, I agree. And I'll see if I can throw a link up above, but um eh, we had a longer conversation about this, but
Yeah.
100% I agree. Buy local and buy beef. Obviously, if you're a big pork or lamb or sheep consumer, by all means, go those routes, but do it locally. And I think that's really, when we look at trying to do this as agricultural producer or advocates, is what we always say. Try to produce ag in a sense. Go for whoever you're going for and do it as local as possible and try to support them, because that will not only help you, but it'll help them to the most impact that you possibly can. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and even your breads. If you've got a local bakery, support
Everything.
those locally. Everything that you possibly can. You may pay a little bit more for a loaf of bread, But you know what? You're going to keep those people in business, and you're going to keep a supply of food very close to you.
Absolutely. So with that, that's how to help. Buy local, buy whatever you're looking for, buy it local.
Eat
That's the
beef.
important thing. Eat beef.
Eat beef.
It's what's for dinner.
That's right.